Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman, and I guess I can commend you for going through regular order in the sense that you had a hearing and now a markup on these bills, but there are 30 people on this panel on both sides of the aisle, and I've spent time working on legislation with most of them. I think we have a real opportunity to come together in this Congress in a meaningful way to advance bipartisan energy policies that'll help move our committee forward, or our country forward, because everybody I've talked to on this committee, Democrats and Republicans, want to ensure that all Americans have access to affordable and reliable energy. Everybody I've spoken to agrees we need to do more to improve the security and functionality of our nation's energy grid so they can handle the capacity needs of the 21st century. And all of us want to see America as truly energy independent from the rest of the world. So I think it's a real opportunity lost, Mr. Chairman, even though we went through regular order, that the bills we're going to be considering today won't solve any of these issues and are in fact Republican messaging bills, because they don't do anything to break our nation's addiction to oil. They don't do anything to lower the cost of energy for hardworking Americans or to make it more reliable. They don't do anything to increase our nation's energy security. They don't do anything to make our nation more energy independent, and they don't strengthen the grids. So there we go. What the bills do is they make us more reliant on oil and gas. They make us more reliant on the global natural gas market and the potentially devastating price fluctuations that we've already seen that come with it. They double down on oil and gas production at a time where every country in the world is investing in clean energy production. They bolster an industry that's already performing at one of its highest levels in history and reporting record high profits as a result. In fact, two of the measures before us today would allow big oil to increase exports of fossil fuels from this country, which, as we learned last year, does nothing to bring down energy prices for hardworking Americans, but instead is a huge gift to help pad the already sky-high profits of the oil and gas industry. Another bill before us, H.R. 1115, would fast-track the construction of new natural gas pipelines by limiting the government's ability to look at the environmental harms they might cause. Another is a backdoor attempt to resurrect the Keystone Pipeline, which was abandoned almost 2 years ago. And so if we really want to bring down the cost of energy at home, and I think we all do, if we really want to pursue an energy policy that would provide Americans the affordable and reliable energy they need, and if we really want to make our country more energy independent, then we need to break our reliance on fossil fuels and make the transition to clean energy, all types of clean energy, as soon as possible. Other countries are already doing it. Our allies around the world who understand the potential that clean energy brings to both the economies and their way of life are moving now to make the transition as quickly as possible. And frankly, I don't know why we wouldn't want to do the same. Why not? It economically benefits the industry. America's been a global leader on so many issues for so many years, and it's time for us to be a global leader on this issue as well. We don't need to expand oil and gas production in our quest for energy independence anymore. And by expediting the transition to clean energy, we can break our reliance on the global market. By expanding the use and deployment of clean energy technologies across the country, we can grow our economy while protecting the air we breathe and the water we drink. So I would suggest, instead of ramming through the bills before us today, I would urge this subcommittee to work together to come up with real bipartisan solutions to the issues we face. So after we finish doing this little messaging day today, let's sit down. Let's work together, and let's really come up with some bipartisan solutions, because I think our economy and our constituents and our energy future demand it. I yield back.